Good morning. Rookie mistake again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Um, let's see. One quick thing. I did have a good time. Thanks for all the nice comments. I never done the short thing before, so I tried it while we were there, but it only let me do it for 15 seconds. I think you can get up to like 60. I don't know. I had to figure it out. But anyway, it was kind of fun. We had a great time. Everybody um, had fun. We all had a good time. Hey, Mark, dirty old man, Brock, and then Nikki's here. Nikki's a new subscriber. How you doing, Nikki? She had a couple of nice things to say about the house and stuff. Hey, Bodo. Who else is in here? I did say dirty old man. I think that's it, right? Did I get everybody? Internet monster. What's happening, man? The koi guy. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I've got something coming out on that too pretty soon. I lost like I was doing a live stream. I don't know what it was, maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and I've had these fish in those fish in that above ground pool for 2 years now, and never had a problem. And all of a sudden, they just started dying. And the only thing that I could think of was I checked the water, and it's kind of weird here in Surin. You'll have one outlet of water. So if they put chlorine in the water, I didn't have anything on, which I will when I build the new pond, but I'm building a house too here, which I'll be moving into hopefully the end of October, and I'm building a pond there. But yeah, so I was kind of screwed. So I dropped the water down, tried to, spray it off and tried to burn off some of the chlorine. I don't know whether it was bound or not. I didn't get that far along. So I just ran the water for a while, and I lost like half the fish. I lost like 15 or 20 fish. It was kind of a bummer. But yeah, because I had to call my wife. She was at work. The only option that I really had was having her get a 4,000 liter truck and bringing it over, and or whatever those big trucks are, of water that maybe they got out someplace besides the city water that didn't have any chlorine in it. But by the time I did all that and I ran the water, they must have stopped putting chlorine, or I had gassed off enough of it, and they were okay. And now they're all right. And I put in another filter. I'm rambling. So anyway, I'm gonna do a video on the new filter I put in, and getting ready to move them over to the other house, because they're still going to go into a temporary pond over there until I can build the pond. It's probably going to take me 2 or 3 months to build it. Hey, Tom, how are you? Bill, how are you doing? Andy's here. So I'm hoping to do. I know Internet Monster likes the koi. I haven't seen him on another channel, and somebody that I used to subscribe to a long time ago that ended up stopping his channel. I met him on there, and he really liked the koi. Let's see what else is up. Had a great time. That barbecue there was 2, 4, 6 of us. It was 1,300 baht. So what is that? $40, $45, $50 for 6 of us to eat there. That's the same place that I ate the first time I came to Surin and met my wife here, and met her parents and her kids, and we all went out to the same owner. It's a different location. This actual one that I showed, I didn't really show that much of it last night, is only like almost a stone's throw from the new house. So let's see. And Mitch isn't here. I don't know where he is, but so I'm going to try to catch the chat and stuff. So if you guys got questions and I miss them, put them back up again. Thanks, Bill. Yeah, it was a good time in it. And somebody asked me, I think it was Stuck, asked me if I heard that they played Happy Birthday during your anniversaries, and I said I really don't know, because it was also my mother-in-law's birthday. That was the reason that we got married on that day a year ago. Good Buddha Day, or however they figure that out. So just nice cheese. Yeah, exactly. There's a few, but I'm talking to the Internet Monster. there's a few, but it's not too bad. Everybody's kind of calmed down a little bit, I guess. But yeah, and if you're not familiar with it, it's just about me in Thailand, and like mostly about building the house and some of the scooters that I got, in case the people that are new here. You can check out the old videos and stuff. You'll see the house is getting close. I'm going to go by there again today and take some more video. Hopefully they're going to have some tile down, but it's actually starting to look better and better for middle or end of October, which kind of excites me, because right now I'm paying both the loan for the house and the rent that we're at now, because we were supposed to be done already. So I don't know how they do it in Thailand, but they said, okay, you were supposed to be done, so start paying the full amount of your payment. So that's what I've been doing. Hey, Randy. Hey, Wally. How are you? Yeah, so it's going really good. Hopefully I can do another video at least within the next few days. They're going to be starting on the carport and the cover over the Thai kitchen and the front gate and the, I don't know what you call it, the ornamental iron and wood we're going to use in between the pillars in the front, and 3 down each side. The wall looks great. The one cousin, you guys heard me before, they're all brothers, but they're actually cousins, that's building the wall. He's going to take a shot at building the gate. He's got 3 guys that are working with him, because they're lifting those slats into place by hand. So they've got most of that done. I think I'm going to go 4 or 5 high. I think I'd rather have it higher. I don't want somebody looking over the fence in the backyard, especially where the plunge pool and the pond and stuff is, keeping from throwing crap into the pond or something. But and like I said, if I miss, I'm horrible on trying to keep up with comments. Thank God I only get 20, 30 people in here. Otherwise I really lose it. So that's good. Health is great. I got no problems. I feel good. I want to start exercising, although my wife's giving me slack about going back to the gym, because she said she wants me to get another shot. So I'm supposed to get that on the 16th. And then I guess 15 days after that, I'm supposed to be pretty well, up to date on crap. And that's that Pfizer. So never didn't feel anything except for a sore arm on the first one, although some people are saying the second one kind of gets you. So let's see. Anesthetic attacked my body. Oh yeah. My mother-in-law, Moe, and my father-in-law got, I don't know if I say that right, AstraZeneca, whatever it is. And my mother-in-law had flu-like symptoms and stuff from it. And my father-in-law, he's 75, she's 65. He didn't feel anything. He was out throwing the net that next morning at 5 a.m. So it's really weird. I guess it affects different people different ways. When do you expect your house? Yeah, it is exciting, Nikki. I'm hoping it was supposed to be done a month and a half ago, but because of the steel prices, and he's actually a cousin that's building the house. Good guy. He's building 3, and he's a Thai man, obviously, and it's hard for him. Anyway, I think in the end of October, I really do, middle or end. He's really starting to jump on it. There's some changes that I made yesterday, so I keep throwing little curveballs at him and added a little wall. And I think I'm going to raise the counter. I got to go and look, and unless anybody knows, in England and in the United States, does anybody know what the counter height is in centimeters or millimeters? Because they're saying between 80 and 90, and I put 80 and 90 on the wall. And if I was 5 feet tall, it'd be perfect. But I'm not 5 feet tall, and I'm the one that's going to be basically using that kitchen. So I think I'm going to bring it up to 100 centimeters, but I want to say 3 foot kind of sticks in my, hey, there's Mr. Mitch, kind of sticks in my head. But if anybody knows, Mitch might know too, what the counter height is. They're going to start building those, I think, next week. And then I've got to get the granite going. We got a delivery of I bought 5 air conditioners. I bought the Samsung wind-free. They're kind of a interesting air conditioner. They've got the flaps and stuff that move from side to side, and I guess it actually follows you. You can put different modes in, but it's got a bunch of little pinholes in it. And if you put it in wind-free mode, it closes that bottom gate, and then the whole front panel and everything is all millions of little holes, and it blows the air through there, so it just kind of floats the cool air out into the room, and you don't feel any wind, which I like the wind, but my wife and them, they don't, or most Thai people, period, don't like the cold air blowing on them. So we got those by train yesterday from Bangkok. I got delivery here of the cooktop, the hood, and the oven. So that's here. And then we're going to move the stuff over to the house. I made a deal with the guys that are working on the fence and are now going to build the gates and stuff and do a bunch of work there. They're going to work on the pond and the pool for me and that kind of stuff. So I gave them a little bit of money, and they're going to alternate so that somebody's there on the property 24/7. My brother that's building the house isn't doing that now. So anyway, starting today, they're going to be there. So we'll move the stuff over there. I think I got saline solution. Yeah, maybe you're lucky, Andy. You had any issues? A lot of people that I know had none. Mitch got Pfizer, and he said he had none, maybe a little sore arm, but that was about it. So I don't know. I'll find out on the 16th and see if it bugs me. My buddy that watches every once in a while from Udon, he gets his on the 13th. He got his 3 days earlier in Udon, so I'll get a little update from him on what, around 900 at 900. Is that 90 millimeters, Mark? I'm horrible between centimeters. What is that? It's almost a meter, right? 1,000 would be a meter. Let me know if I'm wrong. Using my phone currently, can't say hi to everyone individually. But yeah, let me know, Mark, what that is. But cool. Yeah, it's turning out pretty good. We basically designed it. The brother that's building it is an architect, so he drew up exactly what we wanted, and we're basically getting exactly what we wanted. I'm going to have a breakdown on every penny I spent on the house. It looks like it's going to, with the pool and the plunge pool and the pond, it's going to be somewhere around $3 million. And then the land she owned. So, but about $3 million. So to build the house, right around $100,000, which is unbelievable, depending on where you're from. Any subs you might have had COVID already. Yeah, I've been told that too. And you know what? My buddy and all my buddies in the States are anti-vax. But they said that they're supposed to be checking everybody in the States to see if they had COVID, because they said it's not such a great idea to get that, to get the vaccine if you've already had it. And on the 1st of 2019, actually on New Year's Eve, the 31st, or that night, I went into ICU and ended up spending 2 months on a ventilator, for the newer people that don't know my whole story. So I was on a ventilator, but the doctor said I didn't have it, because by the time I got out of ICU and I spent another month in a private room, so I spent 3 months total in the hospital, the doctor said I would have given it to the nurses or given it to the doctors. But then I hear from other people that say you could have it and not transmit it. So I don't know, but I got shot anyway. But in the States, my buddy says they're supposed to be testing everybody to see if they've had COVID. And if they've had it, they're not supposed to take the jab. But he's saying no one's doing that, regardless, anywhere in the world. So we'll see. No COVID test for me. I was really worried about the test, with them shoving that thing after watching all that deal. And when I went in and I had that lapse from having eaten too much sodium, and I got that water on my lungs and stuff and couldn't breathe, immediately when I went in there, they said, we're going to test. We have to test you. And I go, crud. Notice the way I curved I don't want to put money in Mark's jar. But she came in, and right when she stuck it in there, it was like right before I'm saying, oh man, this really sucks, it was over. So it doesn't really bother me now. Right at the point where you think that, hey, this is going to be not so good, it's over. They pull it back out. So, and then they knew, and I don't know, I know that they're testing people that are coming into the sandbox. And then by the time you get to your hotel and stuff, they pretty much a couple hours, they've got it. Well, they rolled me from where they were in emergency, where they had me to take me to ICU that time. They rolled me right past where they take blood and stuff when I go in every 3 months. And the gal popped out and said, you're negative. So, and that was like 35 minutes, 40 minutes later, not even. So they can do that test real quick. But I know that test, you can get a lot of false positive, which really sucks. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Making lunch. Okay, cool. I have had it. I'm okay. Yeah, most everybody that I know has taken it pretty well. But like Wally said, that it hit her, it hit my mother-in-law. Now, my wife had the Sinovac, if I'm not saying that right, go ahead and correct me. It's fine. But the Chinese one, and her and the 18-year-old, and they both were miserable. I mean, so bad that before she went and got her second one, she went to the doctor and had the doctor check her out and said and after she had the second one, she felt not good either. So don't know. And like I said, my doctor, when I went in the last time, he looked like crud and sweating and, just looked sickly. And I said, what's up with you? And he said he just got the Pfizer, and he already had 2 shots of, I think, the Chinese one. And that was that booster. That's where all the Pfizer, or most of the Pfizer, was supposed to go, was to the foreigners, the ones that the U.S. gave, and to the frontline, what I would call the frontline workers, the doctors, nurses, and that kind of stuff. And I think on Friday, tomorrow, my mother-in-law and my father-in-law go back and get their second one of the AstraZeneca. I'm not saying that right. But anyway, my mom and dad both 86, both had Pfizer, no issues. Yeah, and I wasn't so much that I was anti. My daughter begged me not to get it. I wasn't really excited about getting something that had such a short test period on what was the matter with it. But I felt I didn't have a choice, because I've got to go. I want to go back to the States. I've got my granddaughter that I want to meet physically, that I was born when I was in the ICU in February of 2019. And, I want to get back, see my mom, my brother, my friends, stuff like that. So if you're going to travel, I don't think you got a choice, I mean, I'm sure there's some way you could get around it, but I think you just got to get it. The people here have pretty much come to that deal. I know I heard on Tiger yesterday, Hua Hin, if I'm not saying that, Hua Hin, are going to have, they're not calling it a sandbox. They're calling it something else. Supposedly they have 60% vaccinated with it, with 22% or something of that with 2 shots. The rest of that 60%, and don't quote my numbers or check into it yourself. And like I always say, heard this from the Tiger. The other, had at least one. They're trying to get to 70%. I'm hearing October 1st. They're going under sandbox rules type thing. And, but it's not, I don't know if I'm saying the right word, sanctioned by the big Thai government. It's being decided on and implemented by the local government, Hua Hin. And it's going to be the same type thing, but they had gone back and forth. How are they going to regulate people driving in, and how are you going to get there? And, I don't think Hua Hin airport is open, stuff like that. So they're saying they're going to regulate it pretty much the same way. You got to have a test. If you test negative, by the time you get to your hotel, I think it's about a 4-hour drive. I took it in a van from Bangkok, and go to your hotel, get cleared, and you can go anywhere you want in Hua Hin and have a good time wide open. I think they have to, like I said before, I think they have to open it up, like you said, that everybody's kind of, well, they said that they would change this or that in Phuket if it got to they aren't, I can't see it happening. Like I said before, if they come back with 20,000 cases in one day in Phuket, then maybe. But with these 800 or 900 a week, I just can't see it. And the numbers, like I said before, I noticed the first time that we had this, when the actual infected was way lower than the released, which it is now. I think they're down to like 14,000, and they were like at 18,000 recovered. That's when everything changed. So I think everybody's I think they're all on the same and right path to do it. They have to open it up. They have to treat it like the flu, and let's get on with life and let the people here in Thailand make a living. What is your guess as to the percentage of young adults been vaccinated in your area? Well, my understanding is the 16-year-old that we have can't get vaccinated yet. They don't have anything approved. Could be wrong. Check it out. The 18-year-old got vaccinated. I think most of the people in Thailand are scared of it, and this is only my opinion. What I get from my wife and our family is they're scared, but they want it because they know that when they get whatever that's called, that herd immunity, that things will open up a lot more in Thailand and they can get back to semi-normal. Like I said before, is it sad that 230 something people are dying? Sure it is. No one wants to die, but like I said before, when the median age is 70 or 68 or 65, that means that half that number are above 80. So I don't know. I think they have to do it. I think they're doing the right thing. I think the Thai government knows what they're doing. That's why they haven't made any major adjustments in Phuket sandbox. And I think they're going to open up other ones too. I think they were talking before, and I haven't heard anything since about Krabi. Am I missing anything over here, guys? Melbourne, the longest city in the world, lockdowns a few weeks, 235 days. But every illness now does not make sense. I only caught part of that, Nikki, for real, in this appointment. Yeah, or delayed appointment. It was hard for me. If it wouldn't have been for my wife chasing it down, I want to say that pretty much all the foreigners in Surin, or most of them, got the Pfizer. Because when I was there were 73 of them, only 2 Americans, but all foreigners, whether they be from the UK. A lot of them from the UK. I talked to a couple of the guys there, but it was a real smooth process, in and out. I mean, it was they did a great job here in Surin, a great job, and like I said, I felt like I have to get it because I want to get back to the States and like I said, see my grandkids and my son, my daughter, my mom, the whole thing. You guys already heard it. Let's see, and again, some of the vloggers and stuff that I've heard, they don't come to Thailand and stuff like that. I'm totally the opposite. If you watch this channel, you know that. It's like, come on down, man. Whether you're going for vacation or not. Like I said, even the guys that want to come and party and stuff like that, Hua Hin's going to be open, I think, in October, if not the whole darn country in October, November. I got a sneaking feeling they're gonna start cracking stuff, and opening up. But you can go in Phuket if you're a young guy and you want to party. And from what my understanding is, you can go down there, and if women is what you want, you can find people to have a good time with and have a good time with, whatever. But it's also set up for families. Go down there and have a good time, man. Like I said, that's me anyway. These are old. Yeah, I know I'm old. 30 old man. Yeah, I will. I'll do that right now. I'll put up the link. Sorry, guys. I get rambling. Yeah, so like I said, I think, hey, Johnny, how you doing? Okay. There we go. That's up. All right. Um, we just, yeah, you know what I did notice about here in Thailand is a lot of the vaccines starting to land. Um, I'm going to know better when I go back on the 16th, but and I'll know better actually tomorrow because like I said, my wife's going to take her mom and dad to get their second uh, deal of the AstraZeneca, and she'll let me know. But last time there was a lot of people there when they were giving out the Chinese one and stuff. Why Thailand bought those, I don't know, or still buying them, I don't know. But I think a lot of countries like the U.S. and stuff, and Japan, I know gave a bunch, or starting to give it, starting to break open, I guess is what I'm saying in Thailand. I think we're going to see a lot of vaccinations happening here in this month in September. So, which is good. How's everything going, Johnny? You're doing well, I hope. Yeah, it looks like I caught. Did I miss any questions? It doesn't look like it. All right, cool. So, yeah. So anyway, like I said, I think that, and I was saying midstream there, most of the people are a little bit leery of getting it, but they all want it, man. They know that they need to have it here in Thailand in order to get back on top of things. Brock is here. Let's see what name he has today. Just has Brock. Wow. Hey, what's up, Brock? No meat, no meatball, no cleaning going on, no nothing. It's quiet.
No, that's all been taken care of today.
I want to travel again.
Watching Thai TV.
Watching Thai TV without all the crazy testing paperwork. Yeah, it does. I understand what you're saying, Nikki. It does make it, but like I said, some people, you can come here and stay in a 4- or 5-star hotel cheaper than you can stay probably pretty much anywhere in the world right now. And somebody that's got a family, and you know what the bad part about it, the ones that would probably utilize that most would be the people that are closer to Thailand, like people in Australia, and they're having a hard time being able to get out of Australia. And I don't even think it's so much getting out, but getting back in, right, Brock? Or you can get out.
Well.
Yeah. So, so I understand what Nikki's saying. With that Thailand soon. Yeah, Mark's getting close. He's a short timer now. And you might, by the time you get here, you might just be able to bypass all that crud. Hey, Joe, how are you? Yeah, I like that shirt too. I was going to say something. It was a little scary at first. I had to look at it. What are those big eyes? But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, what I did check, I have that Air Asia pass. And before I came on today, I checked it out. It was to fly from, they've opened up the airlines. Pretty much now I can travel to any place that I want to without any problems. And they opened up domestic flights. So I checked my Air Asia pass, and it is activated. They did change the activated date. It was supposed to end first week of December or something like that. And when you look at it now, it says March 22nd. And I just punched in a fly to Phuket. You have to book it 14 days in advance, the 17th or 18th of this month to like the 30th for a week. And it was, the normal flights were 17, 15, 18, something like that each way. And with the Air Asia price, and I put my numbers in there, it was 100 baht each way, $200 or 200 baht for the entire trip. So that's what I had told people when I got it. Even if I didn't know that they were going to extend it, which is great. But I said I would take the shot just in case they open up in November or December. You can still get, it was 3,500 baht for the pass. And so now it's good until March 22nd, I think. So hopefully if it opens up, I'm going to start traveling. I'll start going around again.
Yeah, it needs to open up so I can travel again.
Yeah. I think so. I think it's going to. I think more and more countries are starting to realize that they gotta treat it like the flu, And I mean, they didn't make this big a stink over the flu, and people were dying from the flu. People still dying from the flu, although I don't think anybody has died from the flu since all this stuff started. Because if they died, they died of the virus. So I know they did that in the United States. So I don't know, but hopefully they do, because I'd really like to see, like I was telling you, the cousin that's building the wall and now wants to build the fence. The three guys that he has working there. I said, hey, you've done most of the heavy lifting and stuff. I'm going to have to cut back on the four guys. I'm going to need to cut you back, you and one guy or something, And boy, he cried to my wife and said, "Oh my God, he's going, these are friends of mine. They all need to work. How do I pick which one works and which one doesn't work?" And so they went on and on and on, and they came back and threw numbers out, me lowballing what they were making now, and they make absolutely nothing. I mean, the brother makes 500 baht a day, and the helpers were making 400. So what I did, hey, Mitch is here. I'll click Mitch in. Better late than never. Hey, so they
Hey, Mitch.
Hello, everyone.
we made a deal so that I gave them an extra 150 baht a night for one of them to stay in the house, and they even fought over that. Well, I'll stay one night, you stay another night, so that they could get the extra 150 baht. And like I said, they were over there sickling down the grass and putting it in bags to feed their cows and stuff. So I made them a deal, and I just felt bad, man. I feel bad paying them what I was paying them. So it ended up pretty much being the same, and I'm just sucking it up. But they did say, the one said he was a welder and he had made the gates and the iron and all that stuff. So they want to do that. So they're going to give me a price on that. I'm going to let them do that. And like I said, I'm going to keep them busy with building the pond and the pool. So, but the people, they need work, man, because they said, if we have to leave, go to another area, we have to get someplace to live. We're going to have to find someplace to work. And that's, so they were happy, put it this way, because we went over and picked up the air conditioners. They actually came with us. I gave them 100 baht for an hour, and they loaded them all up and took them over to my in-laws, and we put them inside. So anyway, so what's up, Mitch? What's that?
400 baht a day is not much. There's not much left at the end of the day for partying or whatever. It just barely covers food and accommodation.
But they're just so appreciative to get it. I mean, happy. I mean, it's like smiles on their face. What do I do? I'll work whatever, And so anyway, so hopefully, I had helped them out, because I gave them 500 baht when they first started, and I told them, forget about that. That's just a bonus. You guys just come to work on time and sober, and I got no worries. So they've adhered to that, and they were happy to get that. It's just something with the Thai people. They're just so appreciative of anything you do for them, What's up?
Oh, no. Just chatting back and forth, just catching up.
Oh, okay. So what happened? Where'd you go?
Oh, that's good. I had an internet issue my end. I mean, not the island, not me.
Okay.
But I got my booster shot, and I
and you had no side effects. No side effects.
No side effects. Can you hear me? Okay.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Let's see what the chat does in 15 seconds.
It was a ripple on a bucket of shit.
Yeah,
there, Mitch.
that bloody booster shot. I'll tell you.
Gotcha.
My arm doesn't hurt though. I can't. Yeah. Okay, enough of that.
So, what do you?
Okay.
What's the latest on Phuket? What does it look like to you? More people coming in, seeing people around. I know you said a couple of the bars were open. down the
Yeah,
street, right?
Yeah, they, in the area I'm in, ghost town,
Hey,
Right.
Jake.
and a lot of I mean, decay. Let's say, sheetrock falling off, and just nothing taken care of, right? In a lot of the
Right.
little bars and stuff, but
Hey, Jake.
they've been working. I've been seeing work going on in some of these little pockets of, TI work or tenant improvement or remodel, whatever you want to call it, getting ready kind of thing. And a couple of them have opened up in the last week.
You
And
getting any business?
the thing, it's like, oh, hey, we're open, great. Boom. There's no people yet.
Right.
It takes a while for that wave of people.
I haven't heard the stuff I've been listening to. I haven't heard any more numbers on how many people are coming in. I didn't mention before, but when I was listening to the Tiger about Hua Hin, they said that for the October, November, and December, 3 months, they're shooting to get 100,000 people, which of course they said isn't going to happen. The Tiger, or they find that hard to believe, but you never know. Like I said, I don't think they're just going to depend on people coming in. I think they're going to depend on people traveling from Bangkok to people that live in Bangkok to go there and have a little mini vacation or whatever.
That's what's going to happen first. That's what's
I
going to
think
happen
so.
first.
I think
Yeah,
so. I think
exactly.
But
I see Tom
hey,
there. Stuck.
Hey,
Hey,
Tommy.
Stuck. Gator Jake. What makes a sheetrock fall down? Humidity. No conditioned spaces, moisture, leaks. I mean, it's a wet country. Even when things are dry, it leaks here.
All right.
Roofs leak, ceilings leak. It's
That's what I think of my most. What I'm most concerned about with my house is that roof don't leak. I don't like leaks. No, it breeds mold and everything else.
Every house I've built, it was like I had dreams or nightmares of leaks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like, I got to get it dried in. Got to get it dried in before this comes or that comes. Yeah.
See, Tom put out a couple videos here recently. He's out. He just loves Thailand. I gotta pat him on the back. He rushed right out, supporting the local pizza business, the pools. He's hitting it all. The kids are having a ball. I know the little girl got a bike. So go ahead.
The one with a lot of sand on it, Gator Jake. That's the beach where I'm at. Let the trolls work hard to find me.
If you want to, if you're a troll, get a hold of me. I'll tell you exactly where he is.
I'll send you a message.
But you're having a good time, right? You're enjoying yourself there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got your scooter. You're driving around seeing.
I don't want to, sound, arrogant. I want to promote peace and love. I don't want to sound arrogant, but
you're killing me.
Dave talked me into the sandbox. I was going to go to Chonburi because that's where my condo is. Okay. Hello. I own a condo, small condo, tiny condo. I've had it for 14, 13 years. Okay. It's a base. It stores junk. And anyway, so off of that, I say, Phuket, and I was worried about getting a positive test and getting locked up. And I saw that German lady get shipped off to another ASQ, and it was, so I said, screw it. I'm going there. What are the odds? If I get something, I go somewhere. It costs me money. If not, I'm free to go. And the plane landed at 11:05. By 11:35, I was walking out of the airport, getting into the taxi shuttle to my hotel, and boom, by 2:15, 2:20, phone rings in the room. You're free to go. So from then on, I've played. I rented a motorbike. I've had 3 different motorcycles since I've been here. I'm testing out what I want to buy. Okay, so I'm renting this, renting that, bigger, smaller, different. So yeah, I'm having a good time, eating lots of good food. You know, I'm not walking as much because I'm riding more. But hey,
visiting coffee shops.
visiting, Maybell's Coffee.
You're going to go back there, right? You didn't get to meet them when you went there the last time, right?
Yeah. They were
doing something.
They had
making a video
in town or whatever like that. Yeah. We're a video.
No, I mean they were probably making.
Oh yeah. They were doing a resort video at a Mexican restaurant. And
I like that Mexican.
Working on something. I'm just speculation. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there was another person you said you wanted to meet.
Yeah, Johnny Test Rides, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I've had a great time. If it's raining, if it's dumping.
But you could leave. You could do whatever you wanted to right now, right? You don't have to stay there. You're staying there because you made the choice to stay there.
No, I'm free to go. I got my certificate thingy weeks ago, and I'm like, okay, what did I do? Oh, don't lose. I'm like, okay.
You checked a couple of flights. The flights were reasonable too, right? Knock Air.
Yeah. I've looked at Knock Air, Bangkok Airways. Yeah, I've looked at Phuket to Bangkok, Phuket to Utapao.
Right.
But I've looked at here to Bangkok to Buriram. You just go straight up to see Dave, right? But I'm like, hey, if I'm going to go through Bangkok, I might as well stay there a few weeks or a month and hang out with some decent people there,
Right.
I mean, it's like there's so many. It's like a kid in a candy store. I don't know what I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you don't. But that's the great thing about being retired and in Thailand.
Yeah,
you don't have to do anything.
I read. I almost read about that thing nearly every day because there's a pop-up, that comes up. But yeah, I think it's really difficult if I'd really love to have an African twin. I really would, but I know dang well I'm going to end up breaking myself, and I just.
I'm happy with my Forza. I know Joe was talking about the ADV 750. I know you had mentioned it because I was the one that my wife showed it to me from the very beginning when we started.
Great question, Tommy.
What did Tommy say?
No. If I leave, I have to go through the whole process again.
You'd have to get the test. You'd have to show them.
I'm really very busy. Yeah, that's right. That's to do because I'm very busy. That's a good one. Uli, how you doing?
Hey, Uli.
Lost my.
All you have to do is take the test, right? Just take the test and show them that you've been vaccinated. To get in. Anybody can go back in or go into.
I was on the phone yesterday, and I asked a direct question, and it was basically, what do I have to do to leave? Because you hear people chitter chatter. So I'm like, I want to hear from the freaking airline and from the hotel SHA manager. Okay, what's this crap about having to get a PCR test to catch a flight out of Phuket after I've done this? Oh, no. You don't have to do that. And the airline said, no. She didn't say that's bullshit, but she said something in Thai that I didn't understand. I had never heard, and I know it was bullshit. So anyway, so yeah, I can leave, but she said if you're leaving to move on, to go to another province or whatever, go. You go. And now that things are open,
right?
Technically
open. Do what you want.
I can pop up to Buriram, no problem. Just wear a mask, no test, no nothing. And then Dave can pick me up, or whatever.
Right, definitely. Yeah.
Or I could, hey, Tom.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Go to Rayon. I know.
Careful
Tom
what you wish for. Careful what you wish for.
Tom,
I'm taking you up on that offer. I need a ride. So I mean, it's like that.
Start to. Did you hear earlier that I said about that Asia Air? That I checked it this morning. Were you on then or no?
No, I've heard part of it in your costs and about $200.
I checked it
overall cost and stuff, but I missed part of it.
And they bumped it up to the March 22nd. So now I can go anywhere I want to till March 22nd instead of December 11th or whatever it was. So
That's good.
cool.
See,
Yeah.
now, are they going to do another one of those promotions? You think? I mean,
Yeah,
have you heard anything about it?
Usually at the end of it, I hear them immediately because I've been in the last two. They send me a notification.
Don't get a word.
But if you check it, yeah. Do I think they're going to do another one? Yes, definitely.
Yeah. What was that out here? Work permit or something? What was that?
I didn't. What did you say, Brock?
I was just answering Nikki. He said Brock is quiet. Yeah, I can't get a word in edgewise.
Oh yeah. Blabbermouth is down there on the
Yeah, me too.
down here.
Yeah, Pancake's watching you, Mitch.
What's that? I'm
Good
sorry.
girl. Pancake's watching you. Good girl.
That's Pancake. Hey, yeah. Let's see what it ran. We're talking about rules. Yeah, like I said, I think we're talking about Randy's comment there. In fact, I can click on these and they will come up. There we go. Yeah, but like I said, I don't think it's not going to be. It's going to be the flu. It's got to be the flu. It's got to come to that deal that, oh, guess what? This is the whatever 19 flu, and it's going to be around for the next 30 years, and that's the way it is. So, it's got to be that way. We are coming to Surin with cool. Yeah.
I got to get me a little leather jacket.
Yeah, Tom's coming. Tom's coming in a few weeks. I believe it's your brother-in-law, right? That lives here in Surin, I think. So he's gonna come by. So I'll get to
another
meet.
Thing. There's a number of people that said, "Hey, I'm going to be down on Phuket, Samui Phuket, right. Blah 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 in X," and I'm like, "Damn! If I leave now, how long it's going to be before I come back to Phuket?" Right? This is the longest I've ever spent here.
Right.
The longest I've ever spent in one sitting was like 4 days, 5 days, max. Right. You know what I mean? I tend to get bored. I do.
Yeah, but see, like I said, the situation you're in, you're single.
I can't sit on the beach. Okay, I cannot lay on the beach.
Do what you want. You can go do what you want.
I just can't. I can enjoy it for about 4 hours. Like fishing. Sorry, guys, fishing. I enjoy catching fish. I don't enjoy fishing.
I bet you could stand that little bit longer on the beach. Fantastic. If there was a nice Thai lady laying right next to you with a nice bikini on, talking to you and rubbing your forehead, and you'd stay more than 4 hours.
No, I've had that and constantly, and I just end up back in the room. And now I'm worn out. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I got your message. Thanks, Tom. Yeah.
Brother-in-law. Okay, cool. This is a funny thing. I got sick every time I went to Thailand.
No, I just. I love the sea. I love the coast. I just love it.
I
love mountains and rivers and streams, and so it takes time to adjust.
Was it the first time that you went down towards Rahway, down at the end? Was that the first time that you rode down there?
Yeah, that was the first time I've been down. Yeah,
what did you think? I thought it was absolutely gorgeous down there with the mountains and everything.
It's like
it was awesome.
How many times did I almost wreck the bike? 100. Because you can't.
Get on with it.
When I was younger, I could look around and read plans, drink coffee, eat an egg McMuffin, and everything in the truck. But now it's like, man, I drift. I look. Oh wow, look at that. Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm with you, Nikki. I'm with you. I think everybody. I don't know. Is everybody in agreement? Who's got another thing on? Should they just let this thing go and treat it as
That's it. I'll do that. There's a tower crane, a small tower crane around the corner. I'll go down there, and Johnny says, "Just find a building site and hang out." I'd feel right at home. They'd end up coming to me saying, "What next?"
So look out of all that stuff that we talked about, the only thing that Jake he retained was where's this bikini? That's out of everything we talked about, the virus, he thinks about the bikini, which I would too. Let's see.
It's really
over 7 weeks, and he still thought I would die. It's too short.
Yeah.
Like I said, I agree with that.
People need I can say we now because I'm here. We need people. We need people. I mean the economy. The whole. money needs. I've said this, I don't know, a bunch of times. Money needs to keep changing hands for that. The music has
definitely.
to play. Otherwise,
like
when it stops. Comes to a grinding halt. And this wave of, it's like, oh, we're open. Yay. What's anything different? No, nothing's different. It's going to take a while.
Yeah, it will. But
A
once
while,
they get in there
a long
and
time.
they start filtering in, I guess what they were kind of hoping for was a lot of Russian people coming. But I don't think they got that, or at least
I have
not
a
yet
bikini.
anyway.
I have a bikini, and
That's a scary thought.
there's YouTube restrictions on me wearing it in public. I've worn women's panties for years and years. Everybody's heard this before, but for those that haven't, I've worn women's panties ever since my ex-wife found a pair in the glove box of the car.
You got to go along with it for a long time.
Like, oh, those are mine. Those are mine. They're not anyone else's.
Oh, yeah.
That's
they
it,
do it. They need the influx
everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere. It's like, hey, no more.
And Tom's got the right idea too. Like, I'll tell you what. Last night, I wish I would have filmed. I did film a little bit. Maybe I'll put together another short. I don't know how to do the shorts quite yet, but at that barbecue place that's a stone's throw from where the house that I'm building is, it's huge. Okay, I'm going to guess that there's 120 tables. Okay, inside this deal, and they were pretty much darn full, and it was good to see. I mean, there was mass, and they handled it well. Everybody had smiles on their face. It was really a good thing to see, and that's what I'm saying. I think the people got to go out. Tom does it. Like I said, the first day, boy, he was out hitting the pizza place and dining in, and going around, and that's what everybody's got to do. That's here anyway. What do you?
Since my internet's up and working, I'm getting messages. They're flooding in, and I'm just laughing. I'm going to do a little business here. I'm going to post a few links for everyone.
Yeah. I don't know, Nikki. Do you have a channel? I didn't even.
She sure does. Yeah, Nikki has a channel. Yeah,
cool.
Has a channel.
Put it up so I can join. I haven't subscribed yet. I don't think.
Yeah, we got to promote and share.
Yeah. And Tom's getting up there too. I think he's got 168 subscribers now. Tom, I think. Let's see.
Yeah.
He's my luggage. Home from a trip. I'll have to tell.
602 subscribers now, Dave.
What's that? 602?
You got 602.
Wow.
Yeah.
We get any thumbs down
you.
yet? Are the trolls going out? We got any thumbs down or no?
We don't seem to be doing well, trolling. 2 down, 12 up, 21 watching.
21 watching. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
A couple of
7 people haven't made up their mind whether they like us or not.
I've like I said, I'm naive to the YouTube thing and all that, but from what I've heard, trolls are good, according to some YouTubers, because they'll watch the whole thing. They'll sit there and watch your whole live stream, which gives you watch hours or whatever it is. I don't get nothing because I don't know nothing about monetizing. Go ahead.
A friend of mine's not here on the channel, but I know he's watching. I just wanted to give him a big shout out. Hey, boss. Thanks for breakfast the other day, man. I had a really good time. Really appreciate it. So that was
the troll. I guess Voldemort would be a good name. It doesn't seem to be on today.
Yeah, I don't know. The troll thing. I don't know. Some people like if you're 50 some odd years old and you're living in your mom's basement in the middle of South Dakota, wouldn't you be a little angry? I would. I'd get on and troll somebody. I don't know. There's a lot of people.
Let me see here. Thanks for
Nikki's okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, I should be there. Yeah, I'm reading chat and trying to post at the same time.
Put up mine. In case somebody wants to join. You never know.
They're already here. Kidding. They can see the button. But
just kidding.
We'll do that.
I got to check out. I got to do that. I got to subscribe to Nikki's deal. I'm gonna do that on my phone. I think I will do it right now. Where are you? You can do it on my phone. There you are. And subscribe and hit the bell. And
ding, ding,
you got
ding,
400
ding, ding.
434 subscribers. Yes. Cool. And I'll watch some videos and stuff from now when I get done. Thank you. Love the chat. Cool. I'm glad you came by. She had commented on one of the videos on the house and stuff, and I told her that we were going to do a live stream, and it'd be a pleasure to have her stop by, and she stopped by, so I'm glad that she enjoyed it. We do it like every 3 days, Nikki, something like that. I put up a little live thing. Pretty much people join in, whoever wants to join in. In fact, you're more than welcome to join in if you want to too. I'll post the link for anybody else that wants anybody in case they want to jump in. Sometimes we have 2, sometimes we have 3, sometimes we have 5. I think one time we had like 8 or something. That would look more like the what was it? The Brady? No, what is it?
Yeah,
Brady Bunch?
Brady Bunch. Yeah.
Okay, so there's that. And Jake, I know that. I'd like to. That's like a little milestone. After the 1,000 subs, I don't care. It don't matter. It's like a milestone to me. But Gator and his wife both have had the jabs, and both of them tested positive, right, Gator? And you're both recovering, no major problems or deals, right? Give people a little bit of hope by getting this thing. I know that the one person that's totally is always on the plus side of the vaccinations, Tom, Thailand digital nomad. He's got me kind of going now. Now I kind of feel like, maybe I'm not going to die if I get it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no videos coming yet. Not yet, anyway.
Somebody's dinging me. Are you sending me something or no?
No, that's Joe? Mine.
Oh, is that yours?
Getting, okay. Yeah.
Joe, how Gator's going to come on? Okay, let's. Hey, Gator, can't see you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, man.
There you are. How you doing?
Good morning.
Let me move the. There we go.
There you go. That'll work.
I'm trying to move the. I got the. Yeah, we're doing good. Can you hear me?
The audio sounds great. All
right, I think I'm.
Yeah, a very pro vac. So you guys are fine, right?
Yeah.
You and the wife? Time out.
See that?
Yep.
Yeah, but what can you see?
The cat or dog.
I got double sound. Hold on.
I only hear one. You have it in your ear?
Or maybe it's Brock.
I don't know. You sound fine.
Hey?
I don't hear any double.
Could have been me.
How's it sound now? Sound good now, Jake? Oh, he had enough of us. Sometimes people just don't want to hang out. It's just the way it goes sometimes. I'm sure he is having difficulties. And Dirty Old Man says he's very pro-vax. I don't know if I'm pro, but if it gets me to be able to fly around and travel, yeah, I guess I'm pro. I don't know, because I don't want to not be able to go anywhere. And supposedly, I think Thailand's going to give out some kind of a passport, a card, a internet connection, something to be able to prove that what you've had, when you had it, all that kind of stuff, which will be nice, I guess. Hello.
Australia's already got that.
Do they? What? Supposedly, Nitnoy, my wife said that there is one place that if I wanted to go online, I could check. It would say my name, my passport number, that what I've had, when I had it. And then when you get the second one, if you wanted to, you go ahead and get them, and they send you a hard copy of something. What? I don't know. But what did Stuck say? Bye, Jake. Stuck said he might be a little tipsy, but I know that you asked earlier about singing happy birthday. Did you get my response?
Happy birthday
To you.
Yeah. I think this is
Somebody's
Tom.
birthday.
I think there he is, Tom. I want you. I want to. You see his name, Rich? You see Tom's name?
Yeah, no kidding. What I want to watch.
Morning,
Yeah,
Tom.
boy. Hey,
Yeah.
how
Hey,
are you,
Tom.
sir?
Great
Well,
to see you.
I tell you what, I'm loving this new freedom we've got since yesterday.
Yeah. Everybody gets to go.
Massive.
Yeah, because you had pizza. He likes to. He'd like me. I mean, if I'm going to go out, if I'm going to do something, I might as well go there and support somebody's business and give them a little bit of income. Plus, I'm a horribly expensive tipper. I tip way more than I'm supposed to, so they like it too.
That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. You know?
Gators back. Can you hear us?
Like now, Mitch is here. He can see it for himself because we haven't got the numbers. It's so hard that we need the numbers to get the economy going. The economy's stalling big time, and Mitch, you're a sensible man. I know that, and you can see it, can't you? You just see it. I've never been to Phuket, but you must see it there as well.
Same. Yep. Yeah, same. Everywhere.
We need to get the economy going. We need
people. We need people.
Yeah.
We need people to send the money.
2 years ago, we had 44 million tourists. This year, we're not even going to 500,000.
That's
depressing. You know what? Like I said, it's harder for me because like where you are, well, not so much where Tom is, but definitely where Mitch is. It's a tourist town. Tourist. I don't see it that much here in Surin, which is kind of nice on one hand, but it like I said, they take care. We only have pretty much the one event that I know of.
Yeah, we really felt it here. The last month has been really tough for the last month.
That's right.
Now maybe some
Nikki.
people will travel. See now,
People
what else
not
they can do, Tom? Now, what's that? Yeah, I know that's the killer. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, you're the only two women that I can tell so far.
They will travel. The people that are going to come to Rayong or come down that way is going to come from Bangkok to vacation, or they're going to go to Hua Hin, and when that opens up, supposedly October 1st. But you'll get maybe some local stuff would definitely open up at least some bodies, some people buying stuff, because it's amazing. My wife said we could go to a place and let's say we spend 200-300 baht, or whatever, and I usually tip 50 baht or something or whatever. She said that will keep their lights on and feed their whole family and everything for a couple of days. Just one meal that we had there. So it doesn't take much, especially the people that own the business that they're in. Which happens a lot here in Thailand. They're operating out of their house, or their business and their house are in the same thing. So everything that they generate is coming right into their pocket. They don't have to pay the rent. And granted, there are some that do, but a lot of them don't. So I like to go out. I know Tom does. Tom will go out and support everybody in his within a stone's throw. Well, a certain amount of people right around him that he'll go and support and and buy a pizza or whatever, which I think is great.
Dave, you bring up something great that whenever you're patronizing a local business or even online, some of the folks overseas,
right?
If you can just pump them up a couple $100 baht, it's gonna make a big difference to them. And
it does.
Let's be honest, to you and me, it doesn't make a big difference to our lives, but to them it really does. So,
and it does. Like I said, I'm kind of the people here in Surin are lucky, or in Isan, I'm going to go out on a limb and say pretty much all of Isan, because they have rice. Either someone in their family owns rice fields and they harvest their own. Somebody they're eating. Are they eating the best in the world? No, but they're eating. Where a lot of people, like I know Johnny and that in Hua Hin, the stuff he's done, fantastic things. Those people are just not eating, and that's scary you know.
But the
And
best rice in Thailand supposedly
That's right.
comes from Surin, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, and Ubon, my we've got a rye of land that her mother gave us in Ubon that I want to build a little something on. But her aunt owns all the land around us, and they grow sticky rice, and the rice is phenomenal. It's really good, really good. But see, they all have that, so they all have at least rice. That's why when we went to give food to the workers, she said, "Don't get rice." You know, they all have relatives that give them rice. We'll get them canned fish and mama noodles and oil and, you know, stuff we got them, whatever we got them that time. And I want to do something like that again. Like I said, I probably won't film anything else that we do, because she wants to go and actually drive around and give out food to some of the old people that actually are just walking the streets and help them a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
well,
but
some people are doing
Gonna
the
get a
big
coffee.
things, and some people are doing the smaller things. But Dave, put it out there, please, because you know I'll throw a few bucks at it, and I'm sure some other folks will too. Just,
yeah, I still got to
you know.
do that. I haven't done it. My wife she told me, find a charity. She's supposed to find it for me to put up, so I can put up on my community tab, which I don't have nothing on there. I don't even know how to do it. So the people that want to do it, because you're going to get crucified and you're going to get it run into all sorts of stuff. If you start taking money, people are going to accuse you of not spending it on, you know, this, that, and the trolls, of course. She said, you're better off not doing that. But I definitely want to get, especially for the people here in Surin, a local charity that I know is trustworthy. Then I will post something, and then people can give to that and then do it. Because like I said before, I'm pretty transparent on everything. And like I said from the beginning, anything that comes into this channel is going back to the Thai people, regardless where it comes from. You know, if it ever gets monetized and I actually make some money, it's going to go back to the Thai people. And I'll let my wife do that. I'm going to put her in charge of it. You disperse it whichever way you want to do it. I don't want nothing to do with it, because I don't need the money. There's a lot of people that say, oh, I don't need it, and I'm doing this for fun, and I have a good time and all this stuff, and they're so into YouTube that they're crazy with YouTube, you know, and they're just the opposite. But I am honest in saying I don't need YouTube, you know, not that I ever think I would make any kind of YouTube money, but anything that I get will go back to the Thai people for sure. Because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Thailand. Why not give it to the Thai people, you know?
Dave, I think one of the big draws about your channel, and with guys like Brock and Tom and Mitch and me, is that you're just the real deal. You're just a guy talking about things, and you know we often joke about how we're talking about Jerry.
I try to stay as honest as I can. You know, I try not to lie. And don't get me wrong, because I know some people take it the wrong way. If you're on YouTube and you're doing it to make money, to stay in Thailand and stuff, I am totally for that. You know, if you're on there and you're transparent, like if I was, and say, hey, I need people to be Patreons and give me money because I want to stay in Thailand and I don't have an income and I can't make it on my Social Security or whatever, there's nothing wrong with that. I got no problem with people doing that and being upfront about it. But so I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. But me personally, I don't need it. So I want it to go back to the Thai people, which I imagine the people that are actually doing it to stay in Thailand or to make money so that they can live here in Thailand, it's getting back to the Thai people anybody, because they're renting rooms and buying food and, you know, doing everything here in Thailand. So
I don't think anybody that's on the screen right now, based on what I've seen from their posts or anything, actually judges anybody about anything. We're just sort of, I mean, Brock, Mitch, Tom, you, me. I mean, we're just people who want to be engaged with other folks or around the expat community
Richard,
in Thailand, right?
Post that link, please, Dave.
What
I got you fooled, Gator. I'm the most judgmental, negative person there is.
No, I'm not joking negative, man. Go ahead, Mitch. Jump in, brother.
What am I supposed to do?
What do you got?
Oh, you're posting.
Link. Richard's saying, hey, any more room on there?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is.
You could do like
always
10 or 12 or something, can't you?
Richard's one of my favorite.
Welcome to the party.
I'm just waiting for Brock to talk again because Brock has been like really quiet.
I'm gonna kick back, sip on my coffee. I thought I heard you say something about nice cup or something. I like these little cups.
But Richard is one of my favorite people that I haven't met yet. All of you guys actually that are in the room right now that are on right now are. But Richard, I don't know. I just took a liking to his channel. I like everything he does. He's a good guy. I put my neck out on the line saying, because I've said some people are good guys before and it come back to bite me.
Yeah.
Patty Toil, no charity fight. Yeah.
Look at that.
Did you see that? Do you guys
watch?
watch?
You bringing up Richard Travel? Is that who you bringing up?
Did you guys?
It's garlic chicken.
Garlic chicken. Did you guys watch?
Oh, that looks so good.
Do you
Thank
watch?
you, I love you so much. I love you a long time.
What's Dana's channel?
Studio Idea Studio.
Idea Studio.
Because
Dana Bluen.
Yeah. Let me get that up there.
He did this is for Nikki. Him and his wife did a spoof deal on two commentators talking about the upcoming fight. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but Dana used to be an MMA fighter, quite a good one, I understand. So if you want to check that out, it's a pretty good thing. They do a little spoof on it. It's a good little bit, something to watch.
But you know something, what Note and Patty are doing just to raise money. I mean, geez Louise, last I checked, they were up around 350,000.
500,000 according to Dana.
500,000 baht.
That's awesome.
I mean, geez Louise, that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
just to help local communities around Thailand. I'm God, that's so cool. And
the famous Richard from Richard Travel.
Hey, Richard.
Hello there.
Hey, you're right, Brock. Look up here, and you can see the star of the show right in the middle. There he is. My wife made me trim my beard so I could look like Brock. But
you guys look like brothers. You guys,
I don't know. I think Brock looks better. I'm just saying.
Your mic sounds good. Your video's good. You look good.
Thank you.
Just to let you know.
Thank you, man.
I never did check mine. I don't know how mine is. I think it gets better when I get closer. I don't know.
Ooh,
it's a $15 mic.
Silky.
$15. But
nice.
Yeah. So who's coming up on Saturday?
Brian Flowers.
I
Entrepreneur.
gotta watch his show. I haven't watched him much. I know, didn't he own like some Muay Thai places and bars and all that?
Has a Muay Thai gym, owns 26 bars around Thailand,
right.
And yeah, definitely. And
he's got to be hurting big time. I'll have to watch his channel and check him out.
Personally, he's hurting. He's hurting inside, like physically hurting, but he's got it all sorted out financially. Like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I did watch a couple of shows, and it seemed like our pieces of different shows. I never sat and watched a whole deal, but something about his health, he's having issues with his health.
Yeah, well, similar thing that you had. So he has like a heart condition. So
okay.
Yeah.
I know. I heard something about that.
Yeah.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah. Nice to see you.
Cousin Patty is doing some great work too in the community as well.
Yeah.
Patty, a lot of Brian's link.
Everything I've ever seen of Brian
so
is that he's a stand-up guy.
Yeah,
I can't wait to meet him. I'm looking forward to meeting Brian. If you
got to get down that way. You got to get down that way. Sooner or later,
eventually the island's they're going to get tired of me here.
And if things
I got to ask Richard, is it like 50 degrees where you're at? Why are you wearing that jacket?
Cold. Yeah. 50 degrees, man. San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah, the coldest winter is the summer you spent in San Francisco.
There you go. I'll tell you what, all the doctors that I had when I was in charge of Fresno, the teaching hospital there that came from the University of San Francisco, they came over, and boy, when they came to Fresno, they were hating life. They loved their nice, cool deal in Frisco. They didn't like coming to do their stuff there at all.
Yeah,
that's why they like me, because my building was whatever temperature they wanted. They could call me up and I could change it, everything online, wherever I was. I could make their office cool. So they thought I was the best thing since apple pie.
Yeah,
So,
it's funny, Dave. When I go and visit my mom on the weekend, she lives in an area that's unseasonably hot. So I get to break out all my Thailand clothes. I go down there, it's 100 degrees out.
Well, you can come
like
to
white
Thailand.
legs.
You can come to Thailand anytime now. We're pretty much wide open. That's what I'm telling people.
We love Richard's mom. That's
right.
what we try to tell everybody
Yeah,
on the weekend show. We love Richard's mom.
Yeah, if you guys go on the
loves
show
that
on Saturday, make sure you say hi to Richard's mom.
Did you see what Dirty Old Man said to Tommy J about you need to subscribe to Richard's channel? Richard Travel.
Oh, here, I'll put it up.
I'll tell you something. I have never watched
Saturday morning U.S.
the
time.
live Saturday show. I'm always watching the chat. So I have to go back to the replay to thoroughly enjoy it.
Tommy's probably the same.
Yeah.
Tommy J's probably the same way because he's a moderator on your channel too, right? Tommy J.
I think Tommy J is like a nervous wreck during most of the show because he's next to me like, you're missing this, you're doing that wrong. It's like, it's all love.
The mods are awesome. And I they were go, Mitch is this mod and this and that. No, I'm like, I couldn't do any of that.
Yeah.
Because when I'm looking at chat or I'm looking at a link, I'm blind. That's when the trolls want to come in. And these guys are like, bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, I think the funniest story I can tell you about Tommy J is we have code words during the live show. He'll just give me like a little bit of a word or a name, and I know I have to key on that comment. I have to post that comment. There was one time where he just put in there Tommy J, and I knew, oh crap, there's a comment from Tommy J I have to profile. I totally glanced over it.
All the, I actually stayed awake for the whole show and after the last one. So I'm getting used to this a little bit later at night.
Yeah,
I know the one
not
before
bad, right?
No, not bad at all. Yeah, people want you to change everything, but he can't make everybody happy, I mean, it's just impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah.
But I, so that one, and then when is Kevin on 30 and a Wake Up?
He's on a week from Saturday. Yeah, a week from Saturday.
All right, cool. I'm looking forward to that.
I think after that, I think I take a 1 week break. I think my break is coming up that I'm kind of excited about. And then I get back to the schedule.
Whoa, wait. We did not approve this. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's not allowed to break.
September 18th. There it is, the break. Oh, I'm so excited for that.
That's probably not a bad idea, actually, because that gives you a little breathing room.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think you went so hard for so long. Maybe you need to take these periodic breaks just to sort of recharge. And,
yeah.
And just to let everybody know, according to what I was told by Richard, that he's gonna have me on the show because he's gonna pay for the sex change, and I have to move to Vietnam. So when I get to Vietnam and we get the sex change done, I'll be on.
No, Dave, wait a minute. I thought you were coming on this week for the pre-show. I'm doing a special unlisted video show.
There you go.
Oh.
Hey, I'll come on anytime you want.
You and three people.
Yeah. You know what? I think you're changing.
Mitch is the funniest one.
You're changing now, right? You're changing your deal to all over the world.
No,
right?
I'm not.
Yeah. It's international, not so focused on Thailand. Yeah.
Right. So you're going to be talking to people
still
that are
Brock
living.
says nothing. Brock just sits there like, yes, it's
You're
okay.
gonna-
All is well.
Laughter can heal a lot of things, man. I appreciate that. That's good.
So you're going to talk to people that are living in different countries too.
Yeah, for sure.
Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, any place, right?
Yeah, people that are expats in other countries, that kind of thing.
Cool.
I think it'll
That's
be more
awesome.
interesting. I thought what I should do is bring Brock on the show at one point, have him just be the bodyguard, just have him sit there and just mean mug all the trolls.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's something that I would watch. Am I interested in Thailand? Sure, but I'm also interested in like how are other expats living in Vietnam, or how are other expats living in Cambodia, which are close to me. How's their life? What are they spending? how are they making ends meet? Is it more expensive? Is it less expensive? That type thing would be interesting to me. I would like it. I'm sure I'm going to like it anyway because I like you. I don't know what it is. Mitch turned me on to you, and I don't know. It's like I feel like you're a little brother or something, So
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Richard's like a cheap drug, man. You get a little bit of it, and you got to have all of it.
I love the show. I like his attitude. I mean, I was really impressed with the last one, last week's deal with you trying to get laughs in there and keeping that thing going. Was
painful. And I'll tell you, so I actually had my mom watch the pre-interview back, and she's like, Richard, the pre-interview was so much better than the actual show. I'm like, I know.
I guess sometimes that happens, though, right? You did how many shows now? 50, 60 shows or whatever?
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens, right? It happens.
It does happen. But I'm going to play some outtakes from that pre-interview this weekend to show people, like, actually, it was a totally different interview before we went live. So, and I'll tell you what, some people do get a little bit of a stage fright when they get on the show, like the real deal. I can see it in their eyes. And that might have happened a little bit this time.
It could be the same way with me if I was to do it, because I'm used to like 5 people in my chat. So if I'm there, I know there's 200 or something, I might, shit my pants a little bit or something.
We've got 36 watching now, Dave.
Do I? I don't think so.
Oh, Jesus. Clear.
Oh, wait. Cutie Pie in the chat. Cutie Pie, welcome. Welcome, Cutie Pie.
Hey, Icy, how you doing? Oh, man, great to see you.
I thought it was really nice. I was on I think it was a chat with Icy. I think it was 30 and a wake ups deal of their meeting, and somebody had said that I wasn't feeling good or something, and she asked if I was okay and stuff. I thought it was pretty nice. And then she got that camera, because now I'm starting to beg for cameras. I want a camera. She got that $600 $800 camera. One of her subscribers.
I'll tell you something that people probably don't know about her is she's very technically proficient. She's a tech geek. She loves anything technology. When she came on my show, she had quite the setup. She had external camera, external mic, had a display down the room for her. From her, it was really nice setup.
Not like hacks like me. Not like a hack like me. Is that what you're saying? It's not like a hack like you, Dave. She actually has her shit together. She's got her shit together.
Richard,
she seemed like it. She seemed like she was excited. And like, again, don't get me wrong, man. I think the guys that are people that give like that, and they probably get joy out of watching how excited she was. She did a whole video on getting it, and I'm sure she's using the heck out of it. And why not? Hey, you got money, why not give it? Yeah, plus she's going to put out some content that they're going to like, hopefully in a bikini or something. And I'm horrible, but she seemed nice. I still out of all the female bloggers that you had on, Maggie's my favorite. She's the only one that I'm actually subscribed to. The only blogger in Thailand that I'm subscribed to.
Yeah, and that's the tough thing. I'm not allowed to have favorites. Like, I have to treat everyone the same. But I think it's pretty obvious. Like, Maggie's been on the show 7 times. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you're not allowed to have favorites, but we are. Richard.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you know what it got from the very first time that I saw her. It was I think she's a very good young lady that's got an excellent head on her shoulders, and I think she's going to do well. I hope she does well. She just hit, like you. She hit a spot on me somehow with whatever she's got, and I like her. So, but I like them all. Icy's nice too, and the other one, what's the one? Cherie. She's funny. I mean, I laugh every time she starts her little dancing and her aprons.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
She's funny.
Yeah.
And who I haven't seen in a while is TT. He hasn't. I've been waking up at 4:35 in the morning and no scooter rides. He must have burned himself out on that 2-hour, 3-hour one he did 4 or 5 days ago. After
Talking
his
to him right now.
Are you? Cool.
Yeah.
Tell him I said hello. But anyway, so we got
here in a second.
Flowers this week, and then 30 and a wake up on the week after.
Yeah, then we got a break. Then we got Mr. Egg, Lepa Pattaya coming on. Then we got 20 Seconds in Thailand Rob. Then we got Icy, That's My Style, coming on. Maybe Kwong coming on the week after that. So,
cool.
Wow.
Cool. That
Looking
sounds
away.
Nice. You got a good lineup, Richard.
Yeah,
That's
thanks.
good.
Yeah, I know
Working hard.
Rob is Rob. He's still not in Kamala, right? He's still in wherever he is outside of Bangkok.
Yeah, I'm
Correct.
actually I'm chatting with him in about an hour, so I think he's going to try to get back there. But I'm going to sync up with him and find out what's going on.
Yeah, I had messaged Kino one time and kind of talked to him briefly on a stream or something, and he was asking about Tommy getting into Phuket, and I said all you need is one jab of that AstraZeneca, and you can get in to Phuket. This was 3 weeks ago or whatever, because that guy in the Tiger, he's only got one, and he lives in Phuket and goes between Bangkok and back and forth. So I think he can get back in. But.
So I heard a story that Tommy J might have had a couple drinks tonight. I wonder if he's still drinking by looking at his chat messages.
I heard that Stuck said he got back from dinner. I think it was Stuck, and may have had a couple of cocktails too. So whatever they are.
No comment.
But I know it's so hard for me. I haven't gotten used to having to watch the chat and comment and back and forth and talk. I'm just not that I'm not that good at this crap, but I do have fun. So
yeah, it's tough, Dave. I mean, keeping up with the chat is like so important, and I always get reminded from the moderators like you got to spend time in the chat. I just get talking and thinking of stuff I got to do next, a video to play, something I got to profile. I forget to spend more time in the chat. I should, so I'm trying to be better about that. You guys got to keep me honest, Brock and Gator Jacob. Like, come on, man.
Is this the one?
Well, I just think personally, I think this is a cool thing, Richard, that you came on. Because you've got such great following, and hopefully we can help promote Dave's channel a bit. And for the geriatric crowd, like the rest of us, that's what we always joke about. We're the geriatric crowd, but we've got some good stuff to talk about. So
for sure.
On what Craig said. Now, Craig, is this the one? Is this the one where she had the where she gets the oil massage, or is this another one? Because she just did one that is an hour of her laying half naked on a table getting massaged with oil.
No, so I've followed Adam, the holistic trainer, for about 7 years now, and Sai's his girlfriend, and sweet mother of Jesus, the pictures that she's posting right now are like, my wife's like, wow, that's like one of the hottest women I've ever seen in my life. I'm like,
yeah, it's the oil massage.
Glad you don't mind. I'm glad you don't mind me looking at that because
gotta be kidding me.
What is it? I missed something. I was typing.
It's a traditional Thai massage with Sai.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was just kind of reviewing it,
it's like 40 minutes long. I just heard
that was tough.
14
That was
minutes.
tough for me to keep my mouth shut when I film that. I tell you, but she's.
Your hands look feminine.
Thanks, Mitch. Glad you could contain yourself, brother.
Got the link. You want me to post the link, Dirty Old Man? I'll post the link. The other one is who I felt bad for was that Esquire. Man, he tugged at me. I couldn't imagine.
I'm profiling that video this weekend for sure. So I got some things I want to say about that. Yeah, it's really
he's a good guy. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff. The biggest thing for me, and I could tell anybody because I'm an old fart now, but all the stuff that I've been through, 3-4 marriages, crap, and numerous amount of girlfriends, hundreds, right? And if you do not change the problems that you have with one, exactly. If you do not change the problems that you have, you carry it right on to the next relationship like it never, and it just starts all over again, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Now, I don't know if he had any kind of problems or whatever, but by him saying I have to work on myself and stuff like that, it gave me the impression that, he needed to improve himself. But I just felt bad, man. I couldn't imagine me going through that.
Hey, Richard, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was watching that whole thing from LJ Esquire and then some other stuff from Tita on Instagram, I just thought, is that something that you would talk about on Vlogger News, or is that out of bounds, or
no? I'm definitely going to address that. I'm going to address that video in one regard, in that I don't know if anyone realizes how difficult it was for him to put that video together. Honestly, that had to be like one of the most difficult videos of his career, because it was heartfelt. There were a lot of edits that make me wonder, like, well, what happened when he took that trip to Chiang Mai? We didn't see that, so obviously it probably didn't go well. But very difficult to edit, very heartfelt. So I think I want people to realize that, like, it's one thing to talk about it, but to put a video together like that was outstanding.
It's heartbreaking.
Probably took him a couple weeks at the least.
He didn't put out a video for over a month. So, and normally they were putting out videos every couple of weeks, maybe, sometimes a week, but knew something was up.
So I'll tell you the one thing. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. This is something that I noticed. You guys probably noticed this too. Is there are a lot of videos that are missing on that channel now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they deleted. She deleted everything, and he deleted everything, and
her whole channel
on Instagram and on freaking.
Something. It's got to be tough. You guys more than me. I mean, I've got 600 subscribers, but he's got. What has he got? 30, 40,000. He's got a bunch of subscribers.
I've only got 3, Dave. So don't
one of them's me. But you know what it is? It's now all these people have been watching this person. They become not so much like watching Chuck and Paige and Chuck and Paige splitting up, or Joe and Gift. I mean, it would be, and then to go on and talk about it and get emotional and shit. He's got a pair this big, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
he's top on my list.
I think the interesting thing there's only 2 people to have interviewed Tita, myself and Maggie, and those videos are shooting through the roof. So I've had over 1,000 views in the last 4 days on my interview with Tita, and a ton of comments that are very heartfelt as well. I miss you, Tita, like they're talking to her, not knowing that those comments are going to me. And same thing with Maggie. A lot of people watching her interview of Tita as well. So I think people are really missing Tita. Yeah,
I mean, they made a good team. Obviously, I mean, people watch the show. They watch the show to not only him, but way over 50% was her. They wanted to see her. She's a beautiful woman. And they had a good, or it seemed like they had a good, connection.
Yeah, there was a great chemistry between the two of them, Dave.
So it's sad, and I'm glad you're going to address it. I feel for him, man. I mean, and like I said, I don't think I could do that. I don't think if I had a relationship in 2 years on YouTube and then all of a sudden go on, and I'd probably lose it and just cry through the whole damn thing. Never be able to put anything out. And it's tough, man. I don't care what people say. To get your heart broken is tough, man. It's still the worst thing in the world, And then you constantly think about them, and what are they doing? What are they doing? And obviously he still wants a relationship with her, I would think, from what he said. So I don't know. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're gonna. I hope he does. I hope he comes out and does. He's a good guy, but I don't know. I guess eventually maybe she doesn't want to come back on. Maybe it wasn't her thing, although she seemed, wanting to do it and was good at her own channel and stuff. And I think she had 5,000-6,000 subscribers on her channel.
I think she had under 1,000, but she did have maybe 5 or 6 videos. Yeah, so that's something she kind of dabbled with a little bit. Yeah, she was a little under.
She had a bigger Instagram following than her YouTube following, for good reason.
Yeah, it was sad to see. And we were, because me and Mitch were talking about it. He hasn't put out a video in like over a month. What's happening, man? Something's going on, and this is weird, And then all of a sudden, 3 or 4 days later, he pops up with a video, and sure enough,
world.
Here.
I heard about it.
Yeah,
well over a month ago.
What's that, Mitch?
Yeah.
Because I think
I knew about their breakup over a month ago.
Yeah.
It's sad, but okay.
But I can say it now because it's out there. But it's sad. I mean, well. Yeah, on a personal level, I was looking forward to meeting him. But just in some people I've heard, they say, "Oh, get over it, dude. There's so many women in Thailand. I mean, you're in Thailand." I'm like,
hey, Mark,
that's obviously someone that doesn't have a heart.
Dave, let's try to
really
break your
good.
StreamYard today. We need to get 10 in here right away. Come on, let's get a couple more.
Let's get it up. Let's get those numbers up.
What
Who else
happens
wants
when you
to
have the
come
10th person?
Yeah.
Where's that 10th person
Yeah,
go?
what happened?
I only see room for 9. Where's the
There's
10th one go?
Mark.
You know, it's
Hi,
hard
Mark.
when it first came, when I
Hi,
first
Mark.
noticed when I got over 6, it's across the bottom of 6, and I go and I hear the beep because I've got it so that a sound when someone pops in, and I'm looking, I'm going, where the hell are they? And then I noticed
we got room for 2 more.
the slide bar
God's
comes
sakes.
up on the end of it, and
Oh.
they start stacking them. I didn't see it. Then I saw it and I go, oh crap.
Yeah.
I forget who it was, sat down there for a long time and didn't come in. Oh, Mark went out already. He didn't have any sound? Probably didn't have any sound.
Mark,
Nikki Dunn
where
said
are
it's
you?
4:30 a.m. here. Glad I came on. Sorry. Verbal.
It's verbal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nikki, I
probably
think
did.
Nikki found out about your channel, Dave, through mine. I was kind of promoting you. She came over. She's a good
Yeah,
person. Lots
probably.
of great
Yeah.
comments. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd seen her on something that I was on.
Have you
forget
found
who-
this, Dave? Like
Oh,
you have the good
you know what
comments
it
you
was
look
on?
forward to?
What's that?
Do you sometimes have the comments you look forward to seeing? Like, hey, there's a comment from Nikki. This is going to be great. Or there's a comment from
Yeah,
Gator Jake.
Yeah,
This is going to be great.
You know what's great about mine is I don't have that many people, so all of them are pretty much great. So
Yeah.
I don't have bad ones and good ones because everybody's pretty much pretty
Take
much
care,
good. But I
Nikki.
think
Nikki
you
kicking
always
off.
promote me, but I think that what was it at, Mitch? I think Mitch posted my. It was just in a recent one. Was it the one with James?
Probably.
I don't know. She probably knows. She knows, Nikki.
Yeah.
But I know Richard's always good about giving me a shout out. Oh,
Yes.
somebody popped back in. I heard it, and
Yes, Mike.
and look, it's Mark. Okay,
Yes.
There he is.
there he is. We got
Hello,
sound.
everybody.
There he is.
I went and bought myself a new
Yeah.
MacBook Pro. So
Ooh,
I've
okay.
spent the whole morning. It's productive now, but it's taken me since you started your live stream to try to work out how the bloody hell I'll put the dollar in, how the bloody hell to actually make it work on
Yeah,
here.
but to us people in the U.S., bloody doesn't mean nothing.
Ah,
So
Jeepers
you can say that all
creepers.
you want. See you later, Nikki. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
anyway, I'm
hopefully
happy
you'll
to
come
say
again.
that it works. Finally.
Great. Awesome.
Mm.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's all that. That's what Dana uses, right?
Well, you look
All
great,
he
Mark.
uses
You look
is-
great with the new computer.
How do I drop it down to about 480p or 220p?
No,
or
I was
something?
going to say you look 5 years younger with that new computer.
Yeah, I was
Not with
going to
this mop
say
here.
I was
I'll
going to
let
say
you
you look about 2 years younger
Oh.
without that hat, but that's
Cop and
okay.
cup, Jake. Cop and cup.
I'm like,
Yeah, so it was you. It was you, Richard. Nikki
Yeah.
said it
Oh,
was
okay.
you. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, it's nice.
Sabati May, Huawei, sorry.
Well, wait, where's how's the love connection going with Dirty Old Man? Is it giving up on that?
I feel like I
I'm
don't
sorry,
say that full
what?
name in my chat. I always just say old man. I feel
Old
like
man.
it's so weird saying dirty old man. So just say old man. You guys will
Yeah,
bust
old
me
man,
up for
you're
that
better.
now.
Yeah, but you know what? I think there's an old man that's not a good thing. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm just starting to learn about trolls and stuff. I don't know that. I don't know that much about them. Mitch enlightens me.
this is one of the better shows I tune into. Obviously, this
Yeah,
is just
you know,
Watch what you
everybody
wish
says-
for.
Mitch is, I think, probably the best moderator around. Him and Tommy J probably the top two.
I'm not.
Or
I'm not.
Or Day State Fox is good.
I
but
was
there are a
going
lot
to
of
say
good
that
ones.
Mitch. I was going to say Mitch is towards the bottom, but that's okay. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm
Well, you know what it is?
I'm
that
not
he
top
knows.
shelf, I'll tell you what.
He knows. He stays on top of the shit. I mean, it's not like it's just a flighting thing. Oh, I'm a moderator, and yeah, I'll help out this guy when I can. I mean, he takes his shit seriously. I mean, he memorizes their names, and when he sees a name
I
up
can't
there,
help it.
he knows. You know, he's good at it. I don't care. He
Yeah.
doesn't like anybody to praise him, but he's.
I got to
Me,
tell you,
dirty old
I have,
man. I am.
if I was all right. So you guys know I've got a military background. If I was assembling an intelligence cell, I would absolutely have Mitch as part of that because his freaking mind and how he melds information
does a good
in
job,
people is just incredible.
Oh, the moderator Stuck does a good job too. They do a lot,
Thank
but
you guys.
Mitch has.
I do appreciate it, but
I think what he has a more he has a more of a science now. He knows, like he says, he comes on your show and does your moderating. All he sees is the chat. He doesn't watch the show. He's concentrating on doing what he wants to do and help out so you don't get crap in there and all that.
And so one thing you guys know a little bit behind the scenes with Mitch. So I have to provide Mitch a list of the vlogger news before I go live. I usually do it about an hour before.
Yeah, usually.
I get sometimes it's 10 minutes before, but I do have to give him a list of the vlogger news so he can get the links ready. And that's what that's my homework I owe to him before every show.
And
I've never made the vlogger news either. I've never made the vlogger news, not even
You've
as
made the vlogger
Dave
news.
I know
you've made it. You made it. How dare you? That trash talk.
You know what it is that I thought that how long do you start how long do you want your show to be?
I think 90 minutes is good. I think 90 is good.
Yeah, that's because I noticed that when you get close to that mark, you're starting to wind things, and I need to be done with that type thing, and that's probably about right, an hour now. Oh, yeah, somebody popped on again. We have another one. Who is it? Oh, Joe. Okay.
I think Brock just needs to be quiet.
Hi, Joe.
Brock's
You're sideways. I like your sideways thing. There you go.
With Richard on the channel.
Hey, Joe.
What's that, Brock?
Hi, guys.
Can't get a word in edgewise, he said, with you on the channel.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to it. I got to start watching that Brian Flowers because I've heard a bunch of people tell me that he's got a good head on his shoulders. He talks about good stuff. So I'm gonna take a look at that. And I like 30 and a wake up. Kevin's a good guy. I like that. He wants to try to break your 500 record, 600.
No, he's trying to break it. It's 250 is the record. 250. Yeah.
Hopefully he'll break it. I'm gonna start telling people to go on. But
so the title for this weekend's show is "I'll Never Give Up." Brian Flowers, "I'll Never Give Up."
I'll never give up.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like a good one.
Yeah. So I just got to create the thumbnail tomorrow morning, get it posted. But I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good show.
What's up, your Mojo?
How you doing?
Good, man. Good to see you. I've never seen you live before.
Yeah, it's not too often.
Yeah, nice. Where are you from? Where are you calling him from?
Tampa, Florida.
Ah, nice. Okay, so it's pretty late for you, huh?
It's 11:45.
11:45. All right.
Tommy J says you lose your voice at 70 minutes.
I'm getting better, though. I'm doing throat lozenges before the show and no cold beverages. Tommy J's on my ass for that. He's like, listen, man, you got to get stronger with this voice thing. But it is true. Just before an hour and a half, you'll notice I'm struggling a little bit.
Yeah, well, you talk a lot on the show.
I do.
You're constantly going. Yeah, you're constantly going. Especially in the last one, you had to talk quite a bit trying to get some jokes out there and stuff. So that made it even more. So you probably went that. Let's see, Brock. I use the USB headset at the moment. You know, how does this mic sound? Does it sound pretty good, especially when I get close?
Yeah, you got to stay close to it, Dave. You got to have it close. Otherwise, it loses the effect.
I have this one.
Yeah,
so I could put it.
You see how close mine is, right? Like I got to be close to it. Otherwise,
this is a USB. I have my headphones plugged into it, and it was $15. It was 500 baht from Lasada. I mean, unbelievable. It picks up, I think, a little bit too much. It'll pick up background stuff, and stuff like that. But I'm really happy with it. But I might try mounting it in this thing and getting it a little bit closer.
I think it sounds great. I was going to say it's like at least worth $16, $17. Yeah, it's good.
Tops. Boy, did I get a deal. Maybe I'll buy 3 or 4 of them and sell them on the corner. What do you think?
There you go.
You're asking Richard, and he's just all on this high end stuff, man. He's got this high end.
Oh, you know what I got recently, Dave?
Live show.
I don't know if I can show this. I got this thing. It's called a DAC. Do you have one of these? It's a digital to audio converter. You plug your headphones into this thing.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, it actually amplifies the headphone, so a little bit clearer. Yeah, Yeah.
Mine has the thing that I never play with that it has is this. Hello.
Oh.
Hello. Yeah, echo. Yeah, I'm a fancy son of a gun. But I don't use that.
Hey, Peter Frampton just called. He wants your
exactly.
technology.
Good old Frampton. You know, what a good music, man. That's what all the kids of today and all the kind of stuff. We had the best music going, man, in the 60s and 70s.
Oh yeah,
we had the best, man.
Hey, but
and I was always behind
Richard. I wanted to say to Richard, I've been, after watching your stuff from like a year ago, 18 months ago, whatever. You've really stepped up your technology game. You're like your backgrounds, your video editing, especially. I mean, my God, your video editing is. I don't know what you've done or how you do it, but I would love to learn some of that stuff. I mean, just even your intros where you got like the airplane coming through and it's got your logo and everything on it.
Yeah. Thanks. It's just all self-taught. So like not from media background. It's all just watching YouTube videos, learning how to work the programs. I'll tell you that plane thing, putting the damn name on the plane. I got halfway in. I thought this is a big mistake. It took like about 10 hours to do that. So I had to go frame by frame. Oh, it's horrible.
Every time I edit and put something together, I'm always, what's the fastest possible way I could get this done? But I don't have the people watching. I think you get critiqued a lot more than I would ever get critiqued. But all your critique now is good. I mean, your stuff is top notch as far as I'm concerned.
Now, do you know the shot of me inside the jet? Tommy J was the one who told me, because it was just me there originally. I was just the only one in the jet. He's like, Richard, you're a little lonely in there. You need to add like a Thai girl in there. So we found one that was a green screen. We had to bring it in, had to size it correctly so it looked like she was the same height as me because I was sitting, she was standing. And all Tommy's idea.
The hot Japanese girl. The hot Japanese girl in the.
We don't quite know. We don't know if she's Thai or Japanese. We're just.
Oh no, I do because I spent enough time in Asia. She's Japanese. God bless it. She's Japanese. I was like, sweet mother of Jesus, that's a beautiful young lady. And Richard, just ride that plane on out, man, brother. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. Good job. Good job on the edit, man. That was perfect.
Craig wants everyone's favorite thing about Thailand in one word. Who wants to start?
Women.
Youth.
Women. Well, we got 7 women, 8
I'll
women.
spell it out.
People. Tommy says.
Go ahead, Mark. Buck's down there.
Women.
I'd have to go with
2
Tommy.
votes.
People. I think people, man. The people in Thailand are the crud. Youth.
For me, it's the smiles.
I was going to say,
smiles?
Richard, these things here, the big smiles.
It's the people. It's the smiles on the. Wait for
All
it.
of the above.
Women.
As Joe Pesci would say, youths. But youth. I was 17 the first time I was fortunate enough to come here. And every time I land, I feel young again. I do. It's just like you keep
I
that.
still feel 35, so I'm still set. But Andy says the 60s and 70s was sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and I agree with that. And he said, but not so much the drugs, but the rest. But I wish I could make that statement. But man, I was in the San Fernando Valley. We had more drugs than we knew what to do with. And but luckily, it's been 35 years now since I've touched anything, so I'm in good shape. But of course, that's
the
sex wasn't bad either, and neither was the rock and roll. Of course, they all complemented one another, right? The sex complemented the rock and roll and the drugs, and it was all together. Because a lot of people think it was only the 60s that had like free love and stuff, but at least younger people. But the 70s, the early 70s were great with me, and I had some great times in the early 70s.
I did.
Yeah, man.
Early 70s, I was in the Air
I'm gonna
Force.
have to start a whole nother channel just for
My big
stuff that I've
sister
done
had to
in my life.
babysit me with all of her 17 and 18-year-old friends. So
I
was
all my
enjoying
friends
life.
had their sisters
I was
and
in a-
sisters' friends.
I was in a country primary school. The population of the whole town was 150. There was only 2 people in my grade at school. I didn't
Indeed, Craig. Indeed.
sex.
Yeah.
It was just looking at cattle in the paddocks. That's all I ever knew about sex in the 70s.
Yeah, man. You know how good I had it? I was in
Hey,
my
Bill.
high school. My high school was a block and a half from my house. My mom worked as a waitress. She worked the 6 to 2 o'clock deal. She was a single mom. I had a pool table in a separate room in my house. I drove a panhead to school, and we left the campus at I only went to school from opening bell to nutrition, which was like 2 periods or something like that. And then we rounded up all the girls and brought them to my mom's house and partied until about 1. And then we'd let them walk back because we didn't want to. We were real bad people. We weren't nice at all. And boy, the youth was just, God, we had some fun. I just, yeah, that whole time was a great time. That I don't know. A lot of people. Where did everybody grow up at? I mean, California, and basically the stuff that I grew up was like American Graffiti. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that was Van Nuys Boulevard. That was the cruising, and everything was.
I never
was
did.
in
Man,
Southern Cali, man.
Yeah.
We grew
Dave,
up, and I can't picture anything better.
Dave, you just
Southern
said
California.
you like drove to school on a panhead.
Yeah, high school. Yeah,
Yeah,
the one I built. too.
Okay,
I
so
built-
you just trumped everything that anybody else is going to say.
we had some fun.
If you like drove to school on a Harley panhead,
Yeah, in high school.
yeah, your
And
shit
people used
just
to tell me,
trumps anything that we're going to say.
they go, Dave, you're not good looking at all. They just want you for your motor. They just want you for your motorcycle. I said,
so
I don't
what?
really I don't give a shit what they want me for. They want me. I don't care if it's for my motorcycle or whatever. Who did you spend the night with last night? Go get away from me. But they all did that. I did have some fun because back then I would be driving down the street and girls would be whistling for me to stop to get on the back of that motorcycle. You know, when I was freaking 16, 17 years old.
Gosh, they do that here on a Honda PCX too. It's crazy. What people do.
On a 300, right? A 300 PCX.
350, man.
Right? That's what happens, right? They're like, hey, I love those saddlebags. Let me sign up on that.
Those girls that are waving from the massage parlor, they don't do that to just anybody. They do that for only me as I go by. I remember in Kamala, the first time I went down, now I'd never been to Thailand before. When I came here in 2018, and driving down the street, these girls would just pop out and, hey, there's a foreigner on a bike. You know, I didn't know. Wow,
handsome man. Handsome man.
Girls like this fat foreigner. This is a great country. I want to stay here. And I came back. Been here since late 2018, and it was I don't know. I love Thailand. There's no doubt. There's no one going to ever talk me out of leaving here unless they throw me out of the country, and I'm going to die here. So
that would have to be a very strong person to throw you out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I've got a question for Richard.
Sure.
Are you going to hit me up with a copyright strike if I print out your logo and I slap it on my private 777 when I fly out of Australia in less than 2 weeks' time?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was going to say absolutely.
So I'll print one out and I'll slap it and I'll take a selfie and I'll send it to you.
Embrace that advertising, by golly.
I'll get rid of the big red kangaroo and I'll replace it with the Richard Travel on the tail of the 777.
How great would that be? Oh, great photo op.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, are you still planning on coming, Richard, to Thailand?
Yeah, it's been tough, man, with work the way it's been. I've really thrown myself into my work with the whole COVID thing, right? So with the lockdown stuff, I've just been focusing on work. So that's been going great. But now I'm sort of at the whole paradox of what do I do and when can I go? because I'm kind of wrapped up in work right now. So I think realistically, Dave, it's probably February before I get back there, which really sucks.
How long do you stay when you usually come? 2-3 weeks?
Well, it's interesting you mentioned that because I may actually, it may be like a relocation at that time. Like it may be February coming over, and actually that's my move abroad. Like I'll be working remotely, either from Singapore or Thailand. I don't know. It's got to be somewhere expat friendly, you know?
Oh, so you can actually do whatever you're going to do in February from anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just got to pick a friendly country, you know? A lot of trolls have it out for us, people that want to do our stuff in Thailand. So got to be careful where we choose.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Never heard of that. I was recognized on Beach Road.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, just because girls are throwing eggs at you doesn't mean that you're recognized.
Get out of here.
Get out. Go home. Go home, foreigner.
Holy jeez, Dave. You're popular. I was on your channel.
Yeah, man, I hope that doesn't keep you from coming to Thailand, these idiots out there. But, I'd like to say, I'm looking forward to meeting you, whether you come here to visit or not. I'll come to wherever you're going to be. Because most people are going to Pattaya or Jantiem, and I got no problem with heading over there once everything calms down.
Yeah, Singapore's just a short flight, too.
Singapore, I've never been, so I'd be game for something like that, too. I'm hoping for everybody when they get here, because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be down in that area. There's Tom, there's Mark will be there, Mitch will be there, I'll be there, James is there, TT is there.
James might not be there very much longer, though. Going out of the country.
Yeah, but he says he's going to come back in a month. So or so he says. We'll see what happens.
A month it's like a week. It's going to be more than a month. That's my. I'm guessing that. I'm
guessing that most people are going to be coming probably like kind of like what Richard said, maybe January or February. You know, a lot of people are going to, but I still think they're going to open up come October. We'll see.
Well, I don't know if you've seen the latest report in Bangkok Jack. It says that October is now being walked back by Prayut. So we're starting to say that, well, not so fast with October. We're probably going to walk that back. So
yeah.
We'll I hope it's wrong, because we want to see it open up soon, right, Dave? I mean,
I think so, man. I like I said, man, I just can't see it. I'd still like to know. I haven't checked into it, and I'm not ambitious enough to check numbers, but I would sure like to know how many people were dying every year. And I'm just talking, let's just say the United States. How many people in a year were dying of the flu? You know, like I said here, and I said it earlier, and I've said it numerous times. Is it horrible that 250 people died in Thailand? Yeah, but is it weird that their the median age was 65 years old or something, which means that half of the people that died were in their 80s, so it's like, how long, if you're elderly and and it seems like they never get down to the point and go, yeah, this person died of COVID. Well, what happened? Well, he was 96 years old. He had breathing problems. He had diabetes. He had high blood pressure. He couldn't walk. He was crawling on the ground. You don't know. And I just think that it needs to be treated as a flu. It's just a flu. If you get it and you don't get vaccinated, you got a greater chance of dying. If you get vaccinated, you might not die, and everything's all right. And then go. What else can you do? These variants aren't going to stop. It's going to keep on going, and you can see the numbers changing now. I don't know. I think it's going to good. I hope they don't walk it. I hope they don't walk it.
Some of the other people don't know this. I'm a breakthrough case, right? I was double vaccinated. I was tested positive about 12 days ago. I'm out of the heat now. But it is what it is. But we attribute the fact that we have very few symptoms to the fact that we've been fully vaccinated. My wife and I.
How far are you into it right now? How long ago did you find out?
So I'm 12 days beyond it. So I'm totally
Never had any
I
problems.
can go where I had some coughing. I had a few minor symptoms.
Never a problem with breathing or anything, or
nothing big, Dave. Nothing big. No.
yeah.
And so the thing is, it's like I had the vaccination, right? I did what I thought I needed to do there. And then after that, we get this, and the back end of it is that it's a minor thing, and it's sort of like a summer cold. But guess what? I did what everybody asked me to do, so don't tell me that I need to do something freaking different, because I did what you told me to do, and it worked out fine.
You know what I'm concerned about is if you're in your instance, you've been vaccinated and you get it and you can transmit it, then what the hell is this talk that they're still talking about yesterday, at least Tiger was, that if you go into a restaurant, you're going to need to be vaccinated. What the hell difference does it make? What is that?
I don't know who's doing that. Hey, Joe, Joe, I think that's you, brother.
Yeah, I know. I just paused it.
But anyway,
I think that's, I'm already vaccinated. I'm gonna about a month from now, I'm gonna go get tested for my antibodies, so that I have an antibodies card. And I'll just say to people, go play hide and go fuck yourself, because I've been vaccinated and I've got,
well, that's what I'm saying. How can they say that we're going to let you into this restaurant to dine in, and this is what I'm hearing in Bangkok anyway, but you have to be vaccinated. And they brought up the Tiger deal, said, well, what happens if I'm going to dinner with my wife who have been vaccinated, and we've got our 2 kids that are 12 and 14 that can't get vaccinated? They don't get to eat? And what difference does it make is if you're going into a restaurant, whether you're vaccinated or not, or if you have COVID, you can transmit it to someone else, whether you've had the vaccine or not. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't. Especially to the sense of the young children that you cite, that's just.
Yeah, it's just
I can't address that. That's just asinine.
Like I said, that everybody here in Thailand, I think everybody around the world knows that whether you're for it or against the vaccination, they know that the key is to get to a certain amount of percentage and whatever it's called, herd immunity or whatever it is, get the vaccine, and then you go on living your life. What are you going to do? Roll over? I mean, they can't. The people are starving here in Thailand. People are actually starving. And it's not like the USA where everybody's got their hands out like this and the government's putting a crap load of money in their hands. They don't have that option here. And I think that here, her aunt and uncle, who are basically retired or stopped working and they live in Bangkok, they get 500 baht a month, $15 a month from the government, I think. So
Cabo, hello.
Hey, Lewis.
How you doing,
hey,
buddy? Lewis, how's it going?
Good to see you.
I hadn't been vaccinated.
Guys, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. I gotta take off and go do some
All
other
right,
stuff,
Richard.
but
thanks for coming.
Nice seeing everybody.
Yeah,
nice seeing you guys. Man.
See you later. See you Saturday.
Yeah, you bet.
Thank you, Dave, for having me on. I appreciate it.
You bet.
Take it easy, Richard.
Good to see you, Richard. Take care. So, Dave, I've got to get going myself, but I'm just going to.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours.
I want to say this: is that I'm a believer in libertarian ideals, that you make your own choices and you do your own things. And so when I see these these things that say, well, people say, hey, they decided on this, or right-wing people decided this, or left-wing people decided this, I'm like, hey, I'm down with whatever you decide for your own body, right? So many people on the left have told me for so many years that for abortion, and just hear me out here, it's my body, it's my choice. Okay, great. It's your body, it's your choice. So now it's COVID vaccine, right? So it's their body and their choice, whatever they want to do. I'm fine with it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's,
and I'm fine with it, but I'm already vaccinated, and I did that by choice for my family, and I'm probably going to have some other things that I've got to do or whatever because of my family. I might have to have a vax boost or something, but I don't think I should because I've already got the antibodies. But we'll see how that turns out. So
yeah, hopefully.
I'm not. The thing is, I just don't like people being judgmental to other people. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's situation is a little bit differently. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
And that's the way it has to be. I mean, I feel it has to be. But yeah, I mean, to each their own. I mean, but you got to get to a certain thing. Like I said, the people in Thailand, they know that they may not like it, they might not be for it, but they're going to get it because they know that's what they need to get people to get to their country. And what did Gary said? Yeah, you know, I understand that, Gary, but how many of those 642,000 cases that they say they died of COVID actually died of COVID? 62,000 of them were probably the regular flu, and every other thing I know in the United States anyway. And I've got a lot of family and stuff that are registered nurses and stuff like that. I don't know whether the government gets money. I don't know any of that bullshit, and I don't really care. But they're telling me that if they died of COVID, they got more money, or it was beneficial to them to die in that hospital of COVID rather than old age or whatever. Because I don't think anybody died in the U.S. in the last 2 years of old age, you know, of just old age. Not happening, you know. So I don't know, but we're over 2 hours. I think I'm about done. I don't know about anybody else. Yeah, but
I gotta go, man. It's
my food,
for myself. I gotta go, so I'm gonna bow out.
All right, take it easy, brother.
Dave, Mr. Mitch, Brock, Mark, Tom, guys, thank you for hanging in there. Appreciate all of it.
All right, take it easy.
You bet, Gator.
Adios, Saudi.
Be well, Jake. Be well.
I'll see you guys later. Everybody, take it easy, and we'll do it. What is today? Today's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday, I guess we'll do it again. I will thank everybody in the chat. Thanks for stopping by, Lewis. I appreciate it.
We're gonna stay on StreamYard for the after show.
No, I don't care. Sure, I'll stay up for a little. I can eat during the after show. So
yeah.
I got no problem. All right, guys.
A couple guys want to talk to us about some stuff. So
okay.
all right, thanks everybody.
Take it easy, and we'll
Take it easy.